I do is for you. I give you the praise and the glory. You came and you walk in the flesh, an example of love. It is the story. Your words jump at me like a picture. So perfect you are in the scriptures. Your words, they don't change and they don't go void. You are the truth you deliver. Most high, I honor you. You are my Elohim. You're the creator of everything. There are no others beside you, and they know that's a fact. You are the redeemer, and they know you coming back. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. You gave me my eyes to see. I just cannot express to thee just how much you mean to me. How close I was lost to the sea. I will never go at it alone, cause you are my force and you are my defender. I have to protect all my members, cause I gotta be in that number. Most high, I honor you. You are my Elohim. You're the creator of everything. There are no others beside you, and they know that's a fact. You are the redeemer, and they know you coming back. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Praises to our Elohim, 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 praises to our Elohim. Most high, I honor you. You are my Elohim. You're the creator of everything. There are no others beside you, and they know that's a fact. You are the redeemer, and they know you coming back. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Praises to our Elohim, 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 praises to our Elohim.
All right, family. I know I said 6 o'clock, but another brother going live, and I'm gonna try to get out of his way. I already had it prepared and ready to go, so here we go. All right, family. Now, I want y'all to keep in mind everything. You got to look at it as a big picture. All right. Okay. Now, let me go to the Bible. Revelation 18:23. Sorcerers. Let me see. 18:23. Let me go to the chapter. Shalom, dark skinned brother. All right, everyone in the chat. Okay, we at the end, family. Can't tell you exactly where, but I can tell you we at the end. Let's see. 23, ain't it? Okay, hold on. All right, this is judgment being passed. Let me go up a little bit. And I can't, and with all respect to the Most High, I can't wait to see this stuff go. I hate this stuff. When I go seeing walk in the store and seeing Easter stuff, I'm sick of looking at Easter. I'm sick of looking at the 4th of July. I'm sick of looking at doggone Valentine's Day. I don't need their calendar to tell me when to live, how to love, and what to do. I need the scripture. All right, family, let's go. All right. I started at Revelation 18:15. The merchants of these things which were made rich by her, who's getting rich off of Babylon? All right. Now, shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing. You know, and y'all forgive me, but I don't really, I'm not worried about this economy falling. I'm not sharing my screen, am I? Y'all got to tell me to get it together, fam. Just getting on in it. Let me get on in here. All right. All right. That's my cue to calm, slow down. That's what that is. All right. All right. Now look, and I said 15. Torment, weeping, and wailing. So they seeing their kingdom come to an end. I want you to ask yourself, look internally. When you see this economy falling, is that your identity? Is that your inheritance? Before we can get to the buy and buy on the other side, this got to die. You shouldn't be losing no sleep over Babylon burning. Where your allegiance at? Is it to the flag? I know it's hard, and it is going to affect us because we live in it. Where is your faith and your trust in the Most High? Huh? Stop hanging around weak-minded, faithless people. Come back to them later with strength, if you think that's helpful for them. Nevertheless, and alas, that great city, which was clothed in fine linen and purple and scarlet, decked with gold and precious stones and pearls. That's the ruling class right there. That's Babylon. For in 1 hour, so great riches have come to naught, to nothing. And every shipmaster, it's funny they still importing stuff over here by ship in mass. And all the company in ships and sailors, and many as trade by sea stood they far off. Okay. And cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city? All right, 19. And they cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, alas, alas, that great city, wherein were made, excuse me, rich of all that had ships in the sea by reason of her costliness. For in 1 hour, a short period of time, is she made desolate. Or the Most High can do it, it's going to be swift. Rejoice in her. You read the prophecy of Mashiach destroying the earth, it's going to be swift. It's not going to take him, it ain't going to take him long to do it. All right, rejoice over her, thou heaven. See, we're supposed to be rejoicing. And ye holy apostles and prophets, for Yah has avenged you on her. See, that's what I said. When you see the stock market going bottoms up, which our people in prison for false crimes, they're making profit off of our people. I just want you to put that in mind. I got to do a video on how many trillions, how much money they is making off of people being in prison. They can't close the prison. Okay, America would cease to exist. But nevertheless, me put that on to the side. I may work on that tomorrow. All right, y'all willing. But, okay, look, rejoice over her. All right, okay. Y'all in the chat, I'm going to wait. What has America given y'all to be happy about? I don't care who you are. What has America gave you to be rejoicing about? I'm going to wait. I know it's a few seconds delay. What has this country given us that we should miss it? What? I want y'all to name it. What has they given you? What has she given you? On top of that, what is Babylon giving you? The word says we're going to be hated. The word says that's what Joel chapter 3, the book of Amos, Obadiah, all the book of prophet Ezra. The Most High is tallying the scores. He's balancing scales. He's ringing down judgment. Revelation. Y'all scared to answer? Has America given you nothing or something? All right, okay, got them. All right, let me move on then. All right. And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall the great city Babylon be thrown down, and she have found and shall be found no more at all. Okay, that's right, brother William. Nothing good, nothing but death, destruction, nothing, injustice, consistently robbing, theft, murder, rape, lies. But we supposed to cry. I'm gonna say it to you. I want you to look at it this way. If you're crying over America, and yes, it's gonna affect you being done in, then you got more faith in this system than you do the Most High deliverance. And I'm gonna move on. All right. Okay. And the voice of harpers, I'm getting to my point. My point is in verse 23. And the voice of harpers and musicians and pipers and trumpeters shall be heard no more at all in the music, or whatever you want to call it, building or whatever craft he be, shall be found no more at all. And the sound of a millstone shall be heard no more at all in thee. And the light of a candle shall shine no more at all in thee. And the voice of the bridegroom and the bride. Y'all forgive me. Y'all forgive me. It's hot down here. But yet, candle sticking to the paper. Nevertheless, shall be heard no more at all in thee. Wait, hold on. The light of a candle shall shine no more at all in thee. And the voice of a bridegroom and of the bride shall be heard no more at all in thee. I'm wondering what that means. I'm thinking, correct me if I'm wrong, the voice of a bridegroom and a bride. That could be two things. The false prophet and his bride done away with, and the time's up on salvation. I don't know. I just saw that. I just realized that. And I've read that, for thy merchants were the great men of earth, and by thy sorceries were all nations deceived. Sorceries. Let me look that word up. Revelation 18:23. Let me look that up. I did not thought to look it up because I don't want to misrepresent the word. Revelation 18:23. I didn't have this already up, so that should tell you that I'm going off script. All right, sorcery. Pharmakia. Look. The use of medicines, drugs, or spells. What was they trying to do a few months ago? You can't keep your job unless you partake in the foolishness. You can't go to school unless you partake in the foolishness. I'm talking like this deliberate. Some churches, you can't go to church. The most ridiculous of it all. Look, y'all see what it is? So the world was deceived. The world was deceived by this. Look up on your screen. I'm trying to keep my words selective. They still hitting, but I'm going to still hit. I don't want them to shut it down, but, I want to get through the video before they shut it down. Look, y'all. Let me go back to the Bible. And the light of a candle shall shine no more at all in thee, and the voice of a bridegroom and the bride shall be heard no more at all in thee. For thy merchants were the great men of the earth. They giving the orders. They giving the orders. They said you got to get one of these. or you ain't getting no job, you ain't going nowhere. But look, well, the great men of the earth, for by thy sorceries, how was the people deceived? How was the nation deceived? By thy sorcery were all nations deceived. That's it, right? Revelation chapter 18. By thy sorceries were all, not some of them, not few nations except for America, not a few nations except for the Middle East or whatever you want to call it. It said all nations were deceived by the sorcery. Let me give y'all some examples of some sorcery. Oh, yeah. Look at this. You wonder why you can't stop eating? Huh? You wonder why you can't, you know you're full and you can't stop eating. They got stuff in there to mess with you. That's why. Think about it. You got people with heart problems, diabetes, high blood pressure. They know what they're eating is killing them. But yet, they can't stop. Is you picking up what I'm putting down? All right. All right. For by thy sorceries, were all nations deceived. All right. Now, right here, gave you the definition of that word sorcery. Pharmakia, the use of medicine, drugs, or spells. It's telling you right here. Look at here. Magical art. That's why you see them ugly witches on that thumbnail. Magical art. Yeah, sometimes you have to get graphics. A lot of people see how ugly that is. Let me go back. I want us to, the Most High. He want us to make it, and he send people out here that gonna make sure you make it. He send all kind of truth out here. Even the wicked will tell some truth. But look, there you go, right there. It's showing you that pharmakia for those of you who don't realize and don't believe. Now, which way should I go, y'all? Should I go back to the beginning? Yeah, let me go back to the beginning. Let me go back to the beginning. Okay. Did I bring my notebook? Yeah, I brought it. All right. I thought I was going to have to call on Sister Lynette to help me out. This is this is Enoch chapter 7, going verse 10. This is when the angels come down. Let me give y'all a crash course. This is when the angel came down and created them an offspring. Some of y'all have problems believing that, but let me see. That ain't it. Let me give you some stuff. But you have no problem believing man can do stuff like this. If man can do this, if man can take the most vilest animal and put a body part in another person, what do you think an angel can do? The script said we are made a little lower than the angels. Okay. For those of you who are having trouble grasping that angels can make themselves a seed, make them a body. Okay. Let me see here. Why don't your Bible tell you what the angels did? Huh? Why doesn't the Bible tell you the crime that the angel did to get that cast down here, waiting judgment? Why don't the Bible? Because they hiding stuff. Excuse me, y'all. My throat was kind of dry. Y'all forgive me. A little lower than the angels. Let me type in angels. Let me see. Let me find it on my phone. Hold on, y'all. I don't know exactly what the verse is, but I can find it. Oh, Hebrews 2 and 9. Hebrews 2 and 9. I just bypassed it. I was thinking it was in one of the Gospels. I bypassed it right here. But we see you, Yahusha, who was made, by the way, the Messiah name is the same as Joshua. If you go look in the old scrolls, Joshua going to have a Hebrew writing now, and it's going to be the same as they translated Jesus. Okay? I know some people don't understand that. That's why I don't beat up people over that. We ain't no scholar. I'm not a Hebrew scholar. I just done a little bit more studying. Okay? Been doing it for years. But we see Yahusha, who was made a little lower than the angels. See? So if man can do this, where is it? Put a pig heart in a man. What do you think angels can do? Why y'all, and I really believe this, that those dinosaurs, those meat-eating dinosaurs, I believe the Most High didn't create those. That's why Noah wasn't worried about them. I'm saying the meat eaters. But nevertheless, let me go on. Noah wasn't worried about them. Hold on, y'all. Let me close that out. All right, let me get back on my track. Back on track here, y'all. Now, I know y'all have why don't y'all know what the angels did? The Bible tells, I'm talking about the regular 66. I'm trying to get you to open your eyes. The Bible tells you that Satan sinned, but what was the sin? He rebelled. Okay, how? Huh? That's why I'm telling you, okay, the seventh from Adam. Let me go back to the Bible. Let me go back to the Bible. Let me go back. I got to get some of y'all to critically think. Genesis chapter 5, verse 24. Enoch walked with Yah. And was not, for Yah took him. So you mean to tell me the only one of the few living righteous in the beginning, before the flood, the Most High took him. Took him where? Took him where? I just want y'all to think. The man he walked with the Most High. The whole example, the whole purpose of us being here is to learn how to walk with the Most High. So you got a person walking with the Most High, but the Bible don't tell you what he did. What was his works? I just want y'all to think. These are the same people that are telling us that they are us. Telling us we don't have no history. Telling us that cop killed you, he was justified. I know he a racist devil, but he's justified. He's not guilty. The same people teaching us lies. Teaching you the Bible. All right. Now, if that won't get you crunk up, just keep praying. Just keep on coming. Just keep on keeping on. You'll get it. You will get it. All right. Now, all right, back to Enoch chapter 7, verse 10. Just these angels, they come down and married women. It was 200 of them. Look. Verse 7, and they all swore together and all bound themselves by mutual execrations. They made a pact. The whole number was 200 who descended upon Ardis. on which is the top of Mount Hermon. Your Bible will have Hermon there. Okay? That mountain, therefore, why is you got a Mount Hermon in the Bible? Why is it named Hermon? Look, that mountain therefore was called Hermon because they had sworn upon it, the angels, and bound themselves by mutual execration. Let me show y'all. Some of y'all, I'm just gonna take my time with, just gonna take my time. Let me show y'all. I'm just going another route. I'm just gonna go. I see stuff to go. I see the path. I'm taking it. Let me show y'all Hermon. Look, the bank of the river onto Mount Zion, which is Hermon. Which Hermon? Huh? Mount Hermon. Why is it named Hermon? I'm just realizing stuff as I'm going. I'm telling y'all. I'm just showing y'all. I'm just realizing stuff as I'm going. The more you go over stuff, you start to realize stuff. Maybe the Most High is just leading me. But I ain't gonna say maybe he is. All right. Okay. That definition, you should that is a definition behind that. All right, now. And they give the names of the angels. But let me get down to verse 10. Let me speed this along. Try to speed it along. All right. Verse 10. And they took women. These are the angels. They just made us. They just swore an oath. They went down. They descended upon Mount Hermon. And they took women, each choosing for himself which they began to approach and with whom they cohabited, teaching them, look, what's this? Teaching them sorcery. Right there. Did I save it? No, I didn't save it. There you go, right there. So where did the pharmakia come from? Where did it come from? Wait, 7 and 10. Supposed went to 10. Okay. All right. Incantations. There go. And the dividing of roots and trees. Now, some of these herbs is good, natural medicine. The Most High gave Noah a book with natural medicine in it. Yeah, I've covered that in several videos. The Most High gave Noah gave it to Shem. Let me see, can I find it? I don't know where it's at. Let me see, can I find it? So I'm not saying that natural medicine is bad. I'm not saying that. It's what you do with it. Can't find it. I think it's in Jubilees of Jasher, one of them. But never, I've covered that. Maybe if I come back to it, if I think about it. What's going on here? Mashing all kind of stuff. I won't be deterred, though. Maybe I should take my time and find it. How about that? That's what I do. I just take my time and find it. All right, let me see, can I find it? Medicine book given to Shem. Let me see. Let me see here. Let me see, can I find it? Cause see, this is what we're gonna have to learn this stuff when they snatch the rug and say you ain't getting no You ain't getting no medication. We got to learn this stuff. What it is I'm used to looking at it in a different book, Bible. That's what it is. And I don't know the word. That's what it is. Yes. All right. Spent enough time. I can't find it. Let me get back on track, y'all. Let me go back to Enoch chapter 10. But I've covered that in video, about 3 videos before. About 3 videos before I've covered it. All right. Let me get back over here. Look in the chat. Let me see who's going on in the chat. Y'all get them out. So if y'all got a troll in there, get them out. I don't care nothing about no dog or how many people watching. If you got a troll in there, get them out. Matter of fact, let me give y'all got a troll in here. Let me see. Oh, Jubilee's 10. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. That's probably it. Jubilee's 10. Thank y'all. Okay, Jubilee's 10, verse 10. Thank you. I'm sorry. I thought it was a troll in it. Y'all had to. Jubilee chapter 10, verse 12. Thank y'all, family. There y'all. I appreciate y'all. Praise y'all. Let me see here. Jubilee's 10. Let me go back. We're gonna have to get back to these old stuff. We were making fun of our grandma. I remember my grandma was telling me the doggone yellow flowers was medicine. I didn't believe her. And then I started looking at it, and it is medicine. Okay, right here. Thank y'all. All praise. Jubilee chapter 10. Thank y'all. And then also, they bound up some of them unclean spirits that was killing people. All right. That's what it. Let a 10th part remain before him. That's the 10th part of the spirits. The only reason why they didn't bind all of them because everybody didn't want to be righteous. So that opened the door for the Most High to leave some of these wicked spirits behind. Okay. In order for whatsoever you bind on earth shall be bound in heaven. Whatsoever you loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven. So if a whole bunch of people doing wickedness, there's more work for devils. That's going to open the door for more devils. The Bible is thorough on that. Right here. And he said, let a 10th part of them remain before him. This talking about a master. And let 9 parts descend into the place of condemnation. And one of us, he commanded that we should teach Noah all their medicines. For he knew that they would not walk in uprightness, nor strive in righteousness. See there? There go your medicine. So I'm not talking about what Most High created. It's what they are doing. Look at it like this, y'all. What pill have they created without a side effect? If you're taking a pill to heal one thing and it causes another illness, that is not a cure. That is not healing. That is deception. That's witchcraft. All right, that's Jubilee chapter 10. All praises, Shanae, Israel. Jubilee chapter 10. Right here. And one of us, we commanded that we should teach Noah all their medicine. For he knew that they were not walking upright nor striving righteously. And Noah gave the book to Shem. So that should be a segment among us who could pick up on this. It should be a segment of us who can heal. Okay, I'm talking about with plants and stuff as well as laying hands. That's the goal, to be able to lay hands. All right. His eldest son, and he gave all that he had to Shem, his eldest son, and he loved him exceedingly above his sons. All right, now let me get back on track. Chapter 10. Chapter 10. Let me see. 7 and 10. I'm sorry. Okay. And they took women, each choosing for himself, whom they began to approach and with whom they cohabited, teaching them sorcery, incantation, dividing roots and trees. Look, it didn't look like straight up witch stuff. Roots and trees. Look at it. And the women conceived and brought forth Nephilim, that's giants. And they bore to them 3 races. First, the great Nephilim. There's 3 different types of giants, 3 different types of Nephilim. Then the Nephilim brought forth Nephilim, and the Nephilim brought forth the Eliud. And they existed, increasing in power according to their greatness. They done colonized. Here go your first colonizer right here, Satan. They're your first colonizer. What do colonizers do? They see people in the area and they come and take over. They want the Most High didn't give them the earth. This is what colonizers do. They see people in the earth getting along just fine without them. Here they come, kill you all, and take over. That's Satan them. That's the devil them. There you go. They just like their daddy. Let me get back on track. John 8:44. You are of your father, the devil, and the desires of your father you want to do. All right. Okay. All right, let me go to Enoch chapter 69, verse 18. Enoch 69, 18. Okay, all right. Here go your abortions right here. Y'all can read this yourself. Enoch chapter 69 is giving names of certain angels and what they done, and it's talking about the judgment that they are awaiting. Okay, don't take my word for it. Read it yourself. Go back and write the notes down and read it. Enoch 69, and the third is Gabriel. He discovered every stroke of the death of children of men. Look, 6 million ways to die. Choose none. Choose righteousness. You choose none. Look, every stroke of death to the children. He teaching death. Put a little something in their water. Put a little something in their put a little something in their so-called medicine. Put a little something in their food. Yeah. Miseducate them. That's death. Not knowing who you are, that's death. You think you supposed to go out here. You think you the thug on the street. Yeah, that's death. By default. Because you're not living you're not living according to the way the Most High created you. There's all kind of ways to die. Let's come peaceably and win their trust and come back and annihilate them and colonize their land. Let's sterilize them. Let's hang them. Let's shoot them down. Let's lock them up. Let's flood their neighborhood with drugs. Every stroke of death. This stuff is being taught from demons, spirits, and wicked angels, whatever you want to call them. He seduced Eve. That's Eve real. That's her name right there. Sure. Well, it's more accurate than I'm not gonna say that's her real name. It's more accurate than Eve. It wasn't no E in ancient Hebrew. Ain't no letter J. But nevertheless, moving on. Don't want to confuse nobody. And discovered to the children of men instruments of death. Let's make an atom bomb. Let's get a native smallpox. Y'all get what I'm getting at. The coat of mail, let's make some armor. The shield. Now, it's what you're using it for. All right? And the sword for slaughter, and every instrument of death to the children of men. These folks, they think their IQ is so high because they got their weapons. They dad are teaching them. They dad are teaching them. All right? Well, I ain't gonna say hurry. Let me try to wrap this up. I gotta be careful. All right, I went to Revelation 18:23. I done went to source. Let me go to Jasher, and then I'm gonna close this season. Jasher 2:20. I know there's some dating issues with that book of Jasher. I'm aware of that. But stuff in there is relevant. Do your own research and studying, okay? You have to wonder who put Jasher in your regular Bible. All right, 2:20. These folk got a judgment coming, and I don't want to be them. I'm glad I'm not them. These folks got a judgment coming, y'all. All this stuff they did to the Bible, that's leading folks to death, leading them astray. And some of the sons of men caused their women to drink a drought that would render them barren. So they gotta sterilize an agent right back here in the ancient days. They got something to sterilize folks with. Look, and some of these sons of men caused their women to drink a drought that would render them barren in order that they might retain their figures, and whereby their beautiful appearance might not fade. And when the sons of men caused some of their women to drink, Zillah also drank with them. This is back in not Nebuchadnezzar, Nimrod. This is back in Nimrod time. All right. See the names? Tubal, Cain, see Lamech. See? Nevertheless. Oh, yeah, I got to go back too. I meant to go over one more verse. I got to go back. Let me go back to Enoch chapter 69 right quick. Show y'all something else. Let me go back to it 69. And then I'm going to move it right along. I'm going to close this book. Right here. Look, here go your abortions right here. I just gave you the Jasher. What was that? Jasher 2, 20, and 21. And look, the stroke, let me read this. And the fifth, this is another fallen angel, which is Cassidy. He discovered to the children of men every wicked stroke of the spirit of the devils. The stroke of the embryo in the womb to diminish it, to kill it. They sacrifice unto demons and not unto Elohim. There go the spirit of abortion. There go your Planned Parenthood right there. When the fallen angels start planning their parenthood, they start planning the death of our parenthood. It can't be two ruling. One got to go. That's why the colonizer destroyed. It can't be two ruling. All right. The stroke of the Ruach by the bite of the serpent. So, making poison. Y'all know some of these things got snake venom in them. Some of these so-called venoms got venom in them for real. Just look into it. At midday, stroke of the offspring of the serpent. His name is Tabaet. But nevertheless, I just want to show y'all that there go your abortion right there. Killing babies before they're born. They go right back to Revelation. The dragon waiting to devour the woman's child. The colonizer waiting to kill the woman's child before it's born. I had to say colonize so y'all get a new perspective of what colonization does. Why ain't we allowed to be ourselves? If colonization is harmless, then why ain't we allowed to be ourselves? If colonization is harmless, why is the African people the majority in Africa and they can't rule themselves without meddling? if it's harmless? If colonization is harmless, why is this white Jesus everywhere in Africa? Everywhere. If colonization is harmless, you have to take down one system of religion, which is service to the Most High, one system of government, which is service to the Most High, and replace it with a fraud. Replace it with the colonizer's system of government and system of religion. You can't have both of them. One of them got to go. Now let me find myself. All right. Now, this is the Qumran fragments, Dead Sea Scrolls. The Most High had them put back. What you ain't gonna see is dots and dashes. That's what you ain't gonna see. In other words, remember I said ain't no E in ancient Hebrew and V and all that. That's that Yiddish. And dots and dashes and the Lee code, that wasn't in the original language. Nevertheless, just do your research on the Qumran fragments, Dead Sea Scrolls. All right. Let me see here. I clicked on this one time. Just do your little research. And it's parallel in the Bible. It's testifying about the scripts. I know it's a science book. So I didn't look at that video. So you have to be wary when you're going on these science websites. The truth be told, you got to be, and with anything that they got their hands on, you got to be wary of it all. Even the Bible. But the spirit of the truth lives in us, go guide us into all truth. So there's nothing to worry about. All right. They know. They got the bones. That's why they hide. But nevertheless. All right, let me read some of this. Tell you as to why I believe them doggone meat-eating dinosaurs was a Satan's creation. Let me show y'all why I believe that. Now, like I said, I'm gonna tell you, I can't prove it, but these things look like demons. Look at it like this: if the Most High gave the earth gave everything under Adam, why would He create creatures that can eliminate them? That sounds like. But I just want you to think. Let me plug this up. My battery low. And again, I'm just telling you that's just speculation, all right? It's just speculation. I'm going to keep it 100. But people wonder why they didn't survive the flood. And I'm telling you maybe because they wasn't the Most High's creation. That's why they didn't survive the flood. That's why they didn't come to Noah to get on the ark. Well, they couldn't get on there Noah. It's so big. All right, now let's get back into it. Oh, yeah, where was I at? Right here. Okay. Let me read some of this. All right. The Qumran cave discovered around the archaeological site of Qumran in the Judean desert of the West Bank have produced ancient relics of utmost importance. All right. The Qumran cave is precisely where numerous Dead Sea Scrolls were discovered. That's what we reading out of some of the stuff right now. If they hadn't hid it back, we probably wouldn't have nothing. Leave it to the Romans. The cave was known in Israel as a national heritage site. They found it in 1946, long after the Romans started hiding stuff. But they still hiding it. But nevertheless, let me skip on down. It just gives you the background of the Qumran. All right. A small piece of the Book of Giants and the Dead Sea Scroll. The book specifically talk about two children of Shem Yaza. That's one of the fallen angels. There's two children of the angel. Oya and Haya. However, there are many ancient texts. There are many ancient texts that make reference to the Nephilim. Let me see. I'm trying to read where they get to them 200. Oh, I gotta scroll on down. Hold on. I must have cleared it out. Hold on. They saw the flood coming. These giants saw the flood coming. In our previous video, I was telling about when they sent Enoch to pray for them. They saw the judgment coming. Wasn't nothing they can do about it. Hold on. All right, right here. I'm skipping down to shorten this video there. But look. Okay, Book of the Giants, reconstructed text. Mentions that giants lived on earth. A summary statement of the descent of wicked angels, bringing both knowledge and havoc. Think about these secret societies. They think they got an advantage because they got knowledge. All right. They knew the secrets. Sin was great in the earth and they killed many. Sound like the colonizers. Sin was great in the earth and they killed many. They begat giants. Angels exploit the earth. What does colonizers do? Exploit the earth. Pillage, pull up all the resources out the land and don't give the people nothing. Over here, they put us out on the street. They lock us up. When we get something, they steal it. All right. I'm just telling you. They're doing their father's work. All right. Okay. Everything that the earth produced, the great fish, the sky, and all that grew fruit of the earth, and all kinds of grain in the trees and beasts and reptiles, creeping thing on the earth, and they observed all. They looking. What do colonizers do? When they come, they observe everything. I want y'all to see that. Why y'all trying to be buddy? If these folks don't show you no fruits of repentance, they devils. What I mean by devils, they are doing their father's work. If it look like a devil, act like a devil, kill like a devil, steal like a devil, don't be surprised when you find out it's a devil. All right, now. All right. Beasts and reptiles, creeping thing on earth, and they observe all and every harsh deed and utterance of male and females among humans. All right. The 200 angels chose animals on which to perform unnatural acts. Look. Let me show you. Give y'all something to say law on. What's natural about putting a pig heart in a man? What's natural about that? Huh? Look. Chimera. Human monkey embryo. Y'all know what a chimera is? Let me show y'all. Some of y'all know. I'm going to give y'all something to look at. This is a chimera. It's a mixture. As I said in the previous video, what mixture did the Most High create? And I'm not trying to put you down if you mix. I'm just saying, at some point, the Most High going to purge us. What mixture did he promote? That's a chimera. Okay, let me show y'all something else. Show y'all something else. Let me tell my gargoyles. What mixture did the Most High create? Huh? See, this is what you get when you go to messing around with genetics. That's what you get. That's what you get. If the Most High wanted that, that's what he would have made. Okay? And not only that, they started killing his creation. They just started everything the Most High created. The imposters started killing off the real. Let me get back over here. I'm going to get to that in a minute. That's just another reference that's just what I'm reading. This is another reference of the Qumran fragments. That's just another reference. I'm just giving you another reference. Like I didn't just find this in one area. Okay? All right. 200 angels chose animals on which to perform unnatural acts. I don't know if they raped them or whatever. Including presumably humans. That's what the book of Enoch said. 200 donkeys, 200 asses, 200 rams of the flock, 200 goats. 200 goats. That look like a darn goat right there. Look at, what about Pan? The Greek god, Pan. And the doggone Baphomet. Let me go back over here. I can do this all day. But I'm gonna try to get it, keep it. All right. 200 donkeys, 200 already over there. Okay. Of the field and every animal and every bird for miscegenation. This is sex. Let me type this in. Let me make sure I get it right. I'm gonna make sure I get it right. I don't want to teach no lies, or if it's my opinion, I'm gonna tell you it's my opinion. Cohabitation. You see what it is? So they molesting the animals. That's why I think them dinosaurs. That's why I think I don't. That's what that look like, something you get when you cross a lizard and something other, and an angel or something. A lizard is something else. Let me get back over here. Let me wind this down. But y'all get what I'm getting at. The outcome of the demonic corruption was violence, perversion, and a brood of monstrous beings. They defiled, they begat giants, monsters, and monsters they begat. And behold, all the earth was corrupted with his blood and by the hand of the giants, which did not suffice for them. And they were seeking to devour many. The monsters attacked it. Okay. All right, let me read this. Flesh of monsters will be, they would arise lacking in true knowledge. So they got knowledge, but they lacking in true knowledge. The flesh of monsters will be, they would arise lacking in true knowledge, because the earth grew corrupt mightily. For by their sorceries were all the nations deceived. Revelation 18:23. Sorceries. Messing around with genetics and pharmakia and medicine and stuff. Witchcraft. Medicine ain't bad. It's the wickedness of it all. That's why they can't come up with one doggone medication without a harmful side effect. They're going to keep you going back to the doctor for something else. Going to keep the hospital full. Now, if the hospital was righteous, people, it should be less and less sicknesses out here. Everybody and their mama sick now. But we call that healing. I call it sorcery. All right, now, I'm mad because I hate to see people killed. If you get killed, at least you know why. I hate to see people just taken advantage of, because I know how that feels. All right. Okay. And they were considered from the angels upon, and in the end will perish and die, and they caused great corruption in the earth. And this did not suffice to, they will be. The giants begin to be trouble. The Most High starting to let them know something. Y'all got judgment coming. Okay? Read Enoch and it'll tell y'all. Or you can go in the previous video. They kind of, all them videos, that's why they all on this same channel. But they might get this, but I'm going to upload it elsewhere. As soon as I get through here, I'm going to upload it elsewhere. That's why they sent Enoch to go pray for the angels. And that verse I read, the Most High said, you ought to pray for man and not man for you. That's connected into this before the flood. All right. That's another thing about the Dead Sea Scroll. Let me see. I typed in the Book of Giants. You have to type in fragments. Qumran fragments. But yeah, let me move on. Now, y'all remember this man in the previous video. If not, this will help. Look right here. Stem cell billionaire Peter Niger said he's getting younger. I got another Bible verse just popped in my mind just by reading that. Right here, Revelation 9:6. And in those days, I'm just wondering if this got anything to do with it. And in those days, men shall seek death and shall not find it, and shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them. They're going to be wanting to die. All praises, dark skinned brother. Look, see, when you absorb that word, when you start seeing stuff like this, I promise you, Bible verses gonna start coming into your mind. You start seeing how the Bible is relevant instead of irrelevant. Says he's getting younger. Well, how is he getting younger? Let me replay this. Let me rehash this for y'all.
Stem cell technology that Peter and I are investing in is called SCNT, which takes the egg of a young, perfect woman specimen, takes the egg and takes out the nucleus and puts our DNA in the nucleus. They just go in and take it out.
Aploid?
Huh?
The aploid?
Yeah, and this is part of this genetic greatness that we don't see in any other race on the planet. These curvy, sexy.
They need the black woman. What did the fallen angels come to? They came to the black woman. You said, why was it? Because most everybody was black. Eve means living. Adam named her Eve, the mother of all living. They doing the same thing. As it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be in the coming of the Son of Man. I'm going to try to let it play all the way through. Let me wind it back a little bit.
Egg of a young, perfect woman specimen, takes the egg and takes out the nucleus and puts our DNA in the nucleus. They just go in and take it out.
Aploid?
Huh?
The aploid?
Yeah, and this is part of this genetic greatness that we don't see in any other race on the planet. These curvy, sexy black women from Africa. You girls have a kind of a monopoly on this genetic perfection, and we want some of that. So, girls, for $100, we will pay you for your egg.
These folks ain't laughing because they love them. Look at their history. We so have the need to feel relevant, and that has a rightful place in marriage and in worship and community worship with the brothers and sisters, not from the world.
$100?
So how much do you want for it? Let's bid. I bid $500 for the Olympic.
They want some of that, but they going cheap. These folks got billions of dollars, but they going cheap on what they call getting younger. But they going cheap. They so interested in these black women, but they just go dime them to death. And they caca and kiki. Don't get me wrong, I'm not making fun of these sisters. It's just, I just hate to see people taking advantage of.
$100, we will pay you for your egg.
$100?
He said $100 first. Sound like they hookers. They might well be hookers to him. Listen.
So, girls, for $100, we will pay you for your egg.
$100?
So how much do you want for it? Let's bid. I bid $500 for the Olympic. Whatever I bid, he's gonna outbid me. I'd want about $60,000 worth of eggs. Yeah. If you have abortion, that's very valuable. Umbilical cord, and a placenta, your period blood is so rich with stem cells. When you regard it as waste, then it actually should be. It should be captured as recycled, and it should go to waste. It's life for somebody else, and it's life for mankind. The best days are 60 to 18 years old. Those are the best days. As you get older, your age get weaker and weaker.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So you may not be our.
No, that's fine. I think that was my business anyway.
Cloning yourself with the idea of making yourself immortal, I think, is science fiction, and I think it's unethical.
they've already tested this practice in mice, and mouse was fat, and mouse got six-pack, and it was jumping all the women, young, right? At first it's just everybody's safe, and after that, the young.
Okay. Yeah, I was looking at that. So many black women missing, and they do look uncomfortable. So many black women are missing. What y'all think that's about? Don't nobody launch no investigation? Let me show y'all. I think Sister Arlene said that. They must not find what they looking for. They gonna find it. If that Bible read the way I think it read, they seeking death and not be able to find it. They right on cue. Look, every year, you don't hear nothing. What a feds at? What a Justice Department at? What a so-called feminist at? What a women's rights at? Every year, tens of thousands of black women missing, and you crickets. They love black women so much. What y'all think this stuff is about? What y'all think this is about right here? What y'all think this is about? See, they want to fool our women, and y'all don't need no man. And in some cases, if they're gonna kill you and abuse you, you don't. But look at what they're doing. Every year. Where's these women going? What's going on? Ain't nobody batting an eye. But these billionaires love black women. They love black women so much. They probably behind it. It's just they ain't found the right combination. I'm speculating. Because if they had found the right combination, why is they going the same amount of women going missing every year if they found what they was exactly looking for? There would be no more need for this if you found what you were looking for. All right, now keep this in mind right here. In those days, men shall seek death and not find it, and shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them. Let me start right here. And the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven unto the earth, and to him was given the key to the bottomless pit. There goes some of these devils getting released. Unclean spirit being released. Jubilees chapter 10, they were bound. Thank y'all for showing that to me. Jubilees chapter 10, the devils, some of the unclean spirits was bound. All right. The key was given to the bottomless pit, and he opened the bottomless pit, and there arose a smoke out of the pit, as the smoke of a great furnace, and the sun and the air was darkened by reason of the smoke of the pit. All right. And there came out of this smoke locusts upon the earth, and unto them was given power as a scorpion of the earth. Scorpions of the earth have power. And it was commanded them that they should not hurt the grass of the earth, neither any green thing, neither any tree. But look, only those men which have not the seal of Yah in their heads. So all of the wicked gonna get this judgment right here. Verse 5. And to them it was given that they should not kill them, but they should torment them 5 months. And their torment was as the torment of a scorpion when he striketh a man. And in those days it's gonna be so bad, men shall seek death and shall not find it, and shall desire to die, and death gonna go on vacation. And death shall flee from them. All right. Let me move on. We know what that is. We know that's sorcery. Let me close that out. Now, y'all need to look this up yourself. Let me read the definition. Give you a quick definition. It's technology that can be used to edit genes. In other words, I'm relatively short. If I don't want my child short, or in the future probably, they can do something about it. They can edit the shortness of me. If I don't want this dark skin of mine, they edit it. I'm trying to relay this to you in layman's terms. It's a technology that can be used to edit genes. Let me give you the flip side of that. What if they give you something that permanently sterilizes you? Edit you that way. Huh? They already trying to force you to take something you don't want or take something that they think you should have. What if they do that? Every stroke of the womb to diminish it. The stroke of the embryo to diminish it. Every stroke of death. I'm quoting Enoch. All right. The essence of CRISPR is simple. It's a way of finding a specific bit of DNA. They looking for a specific bit of DNA. What makes you strong? Okay, what makes you reproduce? Y'all Negroes having too many kids. Let's turn that off. Let's edit that. Let's edit these Negroes. If we can't erase them, let's edit them. After that, the next step in CRISPR gene editing is usually alter that piece of DNA. Here go your marks and stuff. Here's a mark right here. They putting another mark that the Most High didn't give you when you was born. They're giving you another. They're giving you there you go right there. I'm just telling you something you can look up. All right, there's videos on this. Type that in and look. Y'all see what it says? Type it in and look. He got videos on it. They're all on YouTube. It's a short one. Let me see what this 1 minute 21. Minute 21 seconds. Here you go right here.
Today, most medical therapies aim to treat diseases by targeting abnormal proteins associated with a disease. Usually, these abnormal proteins
Don't never mind the part that they're using it to treat diseases. They can't cure none now. So what makes you think? Their whole method of curing is to control, to keep you coming back. So, all right. And that's by their action of today. Let me play it back.
Today, most medical therapies aim to treat diseases by targeting abnormal proteins associated with a disease. Usually, these abnormal proteins exist because of mutations in specific genes in a patient's DNA. In the past, we have not been able to alter these genes directly to address the root cause of a disease. However, a novel gene editing system known as CRISPR-Cas9 may allow us to modify, delete, or correct specific areas of our DNA in order to treat these diseases. The system is comprised of two parts: Cas9, an enzyme that cuts DNA, and a guide RNA whose sequence directs Cas9 to a specific location in the DNA where the edit should be made. Cas9 associates with the guide RNA to form a complex that can be easily and precisely targeted to a desired site in the DNA. The CRISPR-Cas9 gene editing process begins when the complex recognizes and binds to a short segment of DNA adjacent to the target site. This initiates unwinding of the DNA helix, which allows the guide RNA to pair with a specific target sequence in the DNA. If the sequences pair precisely, Cas9 cuts the DNA, forming a double-strand break. Our cells respond to such breaks by activating natural DNA repair pathways. In some cases, a process called non-homologous end joining results in the addition or deletion of a few base pairs, which disrupts the original DNA sequence and can cause gene inactivation. A larger fragment of DNA can also be removed by using two different guide RNAs to target separate sites on either side of the desired deletion. Cleavage occurs at each site, and the repair process joins the separate ends, thereby deleting the intervening sequence. Corrections to DNA can also be made by adding a DNA template along with a Cas9 guide RNA complex. The template is designed with sequences that exactly match the DNA adjacent to the target cut site. Through a process called homology-directed repair, the cell uses the template to repair the break, thereby replacing the faulty DNA sequence or even inserting a new gene.
All right. Y'all don't believe that's possible? Okay, then let me explain this then. Where is it at? Explain this. No, not that. Let me see. Right here. They were sterilizing people under the guise of giving them a shot. Sterilizing. That changed their DNA. They was fertile before. Now they ain't. So I can't make it more simpler than that. They're not telling them that it's sterilizing them. So you know this is possible. They done rewrote their DNA. And I'm not saying this is the mark. I'm thinking it's leading up to it. I'm telling you, I'm showing you that they can mess with your stuff. And these people not being able to have children, they want to have super babies. They're going to have super devils. That's what they're going to have. That's what they're going to have. Because the Most High didn't create them. He didn't create those babies. Just like he didn't create those babies the angels created in the beginning. These folks go to messing around in these labs, they're going to have the same thing. Look, here's something else y'all can look up. Notice that now one of them got no melanin in their skin. So y'all think this is for us. If it's for us, it's for our detriment. It's for our detriment. Designer babies are an ethical horror waiting to happen. I'm just showing you, they messing around. What you expect them to do? They can't reproduce. They kingdom coming to it. What do y'all expect the devils to do? They're not going to give up their power. They're not going to stop being devils. What do you expect them? They're going to resort back before the flood. Let me show y'all this. Looking for Matthew. Mashiach said, as in the days of Noah, so shall it be. They got all kind of, Noah got plenty of references in the word. Let me see. Matthew 24:37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. All right. They were doing all kind of experiments in the days of Noah. Cross mixing and cross breeding and all kind of stuff. Eating and drinking and marrying. He's talking about unlawful. Well, if you wicked, marrying and giving in marriage and ain't paying attention to the time, sign of the time, you're in danger. All right. Now. Okay, I showed y'all that. They put a pig heart in the man died. But that just to show you, I'm surprised the heart lasted that long. Okay. That's just another reference to pharmacy. Look, in the Bible, a medicine that rids the body of excess humors. Also treatment with medicine, theory of treatment with medicine. Right here, this is a form of pharmakeia, a preparer of drugs, a poisoner. You got, I mean, I don't know, thousands, millions of medication, and all of them is poison in one way or another. I don't know, C. Johnston. I don't know. But if they messing with the Most High's creation, I would think not. I would think not. The original babies that came here was devils. I'm just saying. The original ones that came here were devils. The Most High didn't sanction them. Let me show you. Let me go to the Bible. Let me go to Jeremiah 1. Before I formed thee in the belly. So if somebody else formed that baby, look at it. Before I formed thee in the womb, I knew thee. And before thou camest out of the womb, I sanctified thee. How is they sanctified if the Most High didn't form them? And I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. See, he makes his own prophets. He elects his own. He chooses his own. Many are called, but few are chosen. Okay? Let me try to bring this to a close. There go your medical symbol right there. That's pagan as well. There go your medical symbol. I think y'all get the message. There go your other pagan symbol. They tied the Greek gods. They tied the Greek gods. Hermes, Hecate. Look like the Statue of Liberty. Look. Hecate even got the prescription symbol on her. Let me show y'all. She got the RX symbol on her chest. Hecate got the RX symbol on her chest. I've seen pictures with a prescription symbol on her chest. If you look, you're gonna find it. But it's that God is associated with healing. Okay, nevertheless. You do a little research, you'll find it. Hecate. Asclepius. That rod, these your so-called medical symbols. That's Zeus right there. Asclepius. That's on your medical symbol. I done went over everything. I'm finna end this live. Y'all go over there and join Brother Stephen. I done went over everything. I got everything out. All right. Let me see here. Shalom, y'all take care.
Gotta thank Yahweh for being the chosen seed of Israel. Here's the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of the Yah and the faith of Mashiach. Whoa, yeah. I gotta thank Yahweh for being the chosen seed of Israel. Here's the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of the Yah and the faith of the Mashiach. Oh, yeah, whoa. I'm here to encourage you, brothers and sisters, trying to paint to you a better picture. Everything I say, I back it up with the scriptures to get you out the matrix. It's been over 400 years of life. You got gotta open up your eyes. Cause there's so many reasons we in captivity. You gotta flee from the heathens. There is hope in our future, even though they trying to do us in. But we live to fight another day. Vengeance is Yah. We'll be praying for Yahuwah. I gotta thank Yahuwah for being the chosen seed of Israel. Israel. Here's the patience of the saints. Whoa. Here are they that keep the commandments of Yah. Commandments of Yah. And the faith of Mashiach. Oh, whoa, whoa, yeah, yeah. I gotta thank Yahuwah for being the chosen seed of Israel. Israel. Here's the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of Yah. And the faith of the Mashiach. Oh, whoa, hey, hey, whoa, whoa. Do, do, da, da, da. Do, be, do, be, do, be, do, da, da. Do, be, do, 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 da, da. Do, 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 da, do. Be, do, da, do, 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 da, 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 da. Do, be, do, be, do, 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 da, 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 da. Do, 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 do.